Hi. Whoops. Sorry. Sorry, Mom. Shut the cabinet. How was everyone? I'm off today. It's my last day off from the holiday break. So I slept in and I decided to make some waffles from scratch. Some sous vide bacon since 7 o'clock last night. Never tried sous vide bacon before. Didn't even know it was a thing. But basically you seal up your bacon, 145 degrees in the bath for anywhere from 6 to 48 hours. I don't have the patience for 48 hours, so it's been like 16 hours or something. I'm not doing the math, but it's been in there a while. I thought, what would be good with the bacon? A waffle. So my good friend Melinda sent me her recipe. She's a personal chef. She was actually on Hell's Kitchen. She knows what she's doing. I'm going to tell you the recipe right now. It's pretty basic. 2 cups of flour, 2 tablespoons sugar, 1 tablespoon baking powder, 1 teaspoon kosher salt, 2 large eggs, 1½ cups of milk, 2/3 a cup of unsalted butter, melted, and 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. You mix the ingredients, the dry together and the wet together, and then you combine them, and you'll get a lovely batter. I actually did have a little problem with the melted butter because it was warm. When I went and added the milk to it, it just curdled. It instantly solidified. It was pretty gross. I didn't know what was happening. So this time I took my eggs and I whisked them, and then I put the butter in the eggs slowly and just whisked it in there. And that all combined very nicely. And then I slowly added the milk, and it made it was all emulsified properly and looking good. So I've got my iron skillet heating up, because after the bacon comes out of the sous vide, cook it up, baby. It's time to cook. Chris Francis, I gotta break out my hockey stick. After it comes out of the water bath, the beef jacuzzi, you actually have to finish it. Alexa, turn on the kitchen. I mean, you could eat it right out of the bag, but it is disgusting. I'll show you in a few minutes. It's just like wet, soggy meat. It looks just like it does when it's raw, but it's cooked. So you got to finish it in the pan. I'm taking it out of the jacuzzi now. I double bagged it because I wanted it to, I didn't want to risk any leakage in there. And before I cut that open, I'm actually going to take my waffle mix and get it in the waffle maker, because I hear it's just warmed up. So this thing came with a cup, how much you're supposed to put in there, but I lost that a long time ago, the waffle maker. So I'm just going with the ½ cup here. Looks like it's going to take a little more than that. And this is a double. That one's going to be a little small. We're adding more. You can always add more. It'll just overflow out the sides. Yeah, I'm not going to add more. We're just going to shut this one. Then we flip this bad boy over and get another going. 1/2. That was a Burgundy ½ cup. Just a little more on there. All right. So I think we just leave that, and it beeps and makes noise when it's done. But the bacon is out of the water bath. We're going to see what it looks like. I'm going to double bag it just to make sure. For a long cook, you don't want to risk losing your meat in there to a water leak. I mean, it smells like bacon. I mean, it is bacon, but unless you like your bacon really rare, ugh. This is the first time I'm doing this, so it's kind of an experimental process. It's one of the great things about cooking, experimenting. So we're just going to cut this out. And there's our slab bacon that's been cooking for 17 hours at 145 degrees, and it's, yeah, I'm having trouble getting it apart here. Kind of smells like ham. Ham is the most important thing to a man. Yeah, it's true. So this is the bacon. It is, you could eat this, it's not going to hurt and kill you, but man, that does not look good, does it? So we take it right out of here, out of the beef jacuzzi. I'm going to cut it in half, fits in the pan easier, and drop it right in my iron skillet, which is warming up, medium-high heat. My big, my mom watching? Mom, I'll clean that up later. Yeah, protect my meat is right, baby. I just dropped some bacon on the floor. So, we're just dropping this in the skillet. It's already cooked. We're just really crisping it up. We're just putting a finish on it. Like anything you sous vide, when it comes out of the water bath, it's cooked, but it don't look pretty. It's not just the looks though, it's the texture as well. So this will give you that real bacon crunch that we all love. I'm going to adjust my camera here with my non-bacony hand. Hi. So it's just going to sit in here for like 2 minutes on one side and 2 minutes on the other. You just want to, it's already cooked, I'm just crisping it up. Now the guy, the recipe that I was looking at, the guy says just to get pork belly into like inch thick strips and do that in the sous vide and then crisp it up. And I gotta try that. I have not really cooked pork belly. This is the closest I've come to it. This 2 pounds, 3 pounds of thick cut slab bacon. And supposedly you can just take it right into this, right out of the bath and put it in the fridge and then sear it up when you're ready for it. But I'm going to cook as much of it as I can right now. That way I only have to clean the pan once. Pro tip. So I think that this bacon, I bought this cheap bacon, and I don't think it's cut all the way through on the one side. That's why I'm having such trouble getting it apart. But this stuff is in here now. It's ready to be flipped. It's smelling really good in here. The waffle smell is starting to kick around the kitchen. The bacon smell is going everywhere. I just want to wash my hands real quick, get rid of this bacon grease. And I got to find my tongs. Look at that. This thing beeped like something's done here. I'm not sure. We're going to find out in a second. So I'll bring the camera over here in a minute, but now the bacon's got color. It's got some texture. All right, we're going to let it go. We'll check the waffle. If both waffles think they're done, wow, that thing is beautiful. come over here. That's beautiful. The bacon's doing pretty good too. All right, I don't have enough hands. I gotta put you back here. There we go. Dude. And wait till you see what I put on that. Last night I should say, around midnight, I don't know what happened to me, but I started making banana ice cream. You take your bananas, your really ripe bananas, you freeze them, you put them in the food processor, and it's like magic. It's banana flavored ice cream. It is so good. I took some dark chocolate and dropped it in the food processor just to add a little, just to give it a little kick. But just the banana was delicious. And you could also add like honey or peanut butter or whatever you wanted to it. But the bananas just melt up. They just puree into this delicious, creamy, it's just like ice cream. You gotta try it. Both those waffles came out really good. I'm not gonna be able to wait. I should really put more waffles in, but I'm busting out the ice cream. I was really impressed with it. And I thought, man, this would be good on a waffle. It just smells like bananas. And it's got plenty of dark chocolate chips on there. What do you think, Glenn? And you could have it right out of the food processor, and it's like soft serve, and it was delicious. I definitely had some. But you can freeze it, and then it's like a scoop of ice cream. We're just putting that on our waffle. Waffles and ice cream, right? Bananas and waffles, all good stuff. I think my bacon's over here. It should be just about done. I probably could have waited for my pan to heat up a little bit more before I started putting the bacon in. It would have gone faster. But some of this is ready to come out. I'm just going to try a little bit of the ice cream. Yeah, you can put frozen strawberries, frozen blueberries. It's like ice cream, but no dairy, no guilt. If I could sit around eating bananas all the time, thinking it's ice cream, that's a good thing. So supposedly when you cook your bacon this way, it's going to be crispy on the outside, but retain some tenderness inside. And that is true when you sous vide something, when you cook low temperatures and for a long time. It tends to stay very tender. The longer you leave it in there, the more it softens up. The nice thing is here, like I'm kind of grossed out touching the bacon and touching my food and stuff, but this bacon's all cooked, 145 degrees for 17 hours. This stuff's done. So it's not like raw bacon, which I guess is smoked anyway, isn't it? Just gonna get some more bacon going. I get another waffle going, but I think 2 is enough. And the waffle batter keeps very nicely. If you just put it in the fridge, I've actually heard it's better if you let it sit for a few hours in the fridge. I'm not that patient. So, real maple syrup for me. Oh, yeah. So this is the Dulce de Leche that I made. This is sweetened condensed milk that sat in the bath jacuzzi for 15 hours. at like 180 degrees. And when you open the can, it's just caramel. I don't know how it happens, but you know, now's the time of the day to be having caramel and junk. So I'll put that caramel right on top of my ice cream. I've been eating it on a spoon. I've eaten it on apple slices. I put it on top of my chocolate pudding. It's delicious. Okay, and real maple syrup from Canada. I hear they're running low up there. They actually had to dig into their strategic reserves. Scary thought. Yeah, I don't do butter on my waffle. I've been trying to avoid that. But I'm definitely going to do lots of syrup and ice cream. I'm just going to keep moving this bacon around. I think if I did this again, I would put the bacon on a baking sheet and bake it to finish it. This is, this thick cut bacon's getting all over the place. Well, I'm ready for my waffle. Are you? Mmm. Mmm. Mmm, the caramel. Mmm, the banana ice cream. Let's try some of this bacon. Mmm. The salty and the sweet. Mwah. I'm in heaven. Mmm. Oh, there's still bacon on the floor, but I'll get that later. So I think this is a big success for me here. The bacon came out really good. It is super tender on the inside, nice and crisp on the outside. But I think that what's stealing the show is this waffle with the banana ice cream, banana dark chocolate chip ice cream with the Dulce de Leche on top. Mwah. All right. Well, that was delicious. Thank you for joining me today. I hope to see you again in a new video. Happy New Year to everyone. I will talk to you after my kitchen's clean. Bye-bye.